What if the biggest challenges in global health have nothing to do with medicine? What if the reason millions of people can't access basic healthcare isn't a medical failure? It's a political one, an economic one, or a diplomatic one? Welcome to Global Health Conversations, a podcast where we bring together voices from across disciplines, sectors, and borders to explore how the world's biggest decisions shape the health of its people. I'm Judy Hamdi, a former clinical pharmacist turned into health policy and international cooperation specialist. I'm currently researching global affairs and public policy and exploring how global health diplomacy can strengthen health systems around the world. And the deeper I go, the more one question keeps pulling me forward. Why do some people in the world get good health care and others simply don't? The more I look for answers, the more I realize they almost never start in a hospital. So, what is global health? At its simplest, global health is about achieving health equity worldwide, making sure that where you're born doesn't determine how long you live or whether you can access basic care when you need it. But the moment you try to do something about that, you quickly realize health doesn't exist in a vacuum. Think about it. A country's ability to build a functioning health system depends on how much money it has, which depends on its economy, its debt, and its trade agreements. It depends on whether it has trained doctors or nurses, which depends on education, migration, and brain drain. It depends on clean water and food security, which depends on climate infrastructure and governance. And increasingly, it depends on decisions made not by health ministers, but by finance ministers, foreign affairs ministers, and international institutions most people have never heard of. That's what makes global health so fascinating and so frustrating. It's not one problem, it's dozens of problems, layered on top of each other across dozens of countries, shaped by history, politics, power, and money. And that's exactly why you can't understand it by only talking to doctors or healthcare professionals. You need economists, diplomats, development workers, people who've worked in conflict zones, and people who've sat in multilateral negotiations, practitioners and researchers, and critically, voices from the countries most affected, not just the ones writing the checks. That's the whole idea behind this podcast. Every episode, I sit down with someone who brings a different piece of the puzzle. A different background, a different sector, a different perspective, because no single discipline has the full picture. We're going to go deep into global health diplomacy, international economics, development cooperation, and the real-world consequences of decisions that often feel very far away from the people they affect most. My path into this space wasn't a straight line. I started as a clinical pharmacist focused on the patient in front of me, the medication, the treatment, but I kept bumping into the same wall. Individual care can only do so much when the system around it is functioning. So I shifted into health policy, into international relations, into researching how diplomacy and global cooperation actually build stronger, fairer health systems. And I want to bring you into that journey with me. So this isn't a lecture, it's a conversation. Me, genuinely curious, sitting down with people who know things I don't and asking the questions I think we should all be asking. So if you've ever wondered why global health looks the way it does, who's really making the decisions, and what it would actually take to change things, you're in exactly the right place. This is Global Health Conversations, and we're just getting started. Until next time.